Forgiveness is a really hard thing to come by. I know we've all been taught that forgiveness, as hard as it is the thing that will set you free, but I think more because of what we hold on to.
We're the cast of Long Bright River.
Long Bright River is a story that explores the complexities of loyalty,
family,
and forgiveness, and these are our stories.
Animal for loyalty. My dog Elton is a rescue. He is so fickle. As soon as the treats are out, like the loyalty I feed him, I raise him, I walk him, I give him my life, and some person rustles a little bag, and it's like he's never known me.
A meal, beans on toast, it's a very highly nutritious meal, kids. And it always reminds me of a time when I was broke and that I still had people around me that were loyal and were there for me. It's a good touchstone and a reminder of, where you were and where you are.
The meal that I feel is most loyal to me because it never changes and it's always there when I ask for it. Oh, bless my mother. They're called porcupine balls. It's stewed tomatoes and ground beef or ground turkey, which is how I like it, and rice. And it never changes. It only gets better, but the ingredients are the same. I think it's my perspective of the porcupine balls, but I will house 3 of them, and I always ask for it for my birthday. And I've been doing it since I was little. Porcupine balls, you heard it here first.
Song. Ooh, I can get a little bit obsessive, and then I'll just play a song or an artist on repeat, and my poor partner and anyone who's in my orbit has to listen to the same thing over and over and over again, because I just like to hear every inch of it, and I like to experience it in different moods and moments. And the most perfect song that's ever been written is Rain Song by Led Zeppelin, and I'm loyal to that guy.
Book. The Goldfinch has the best last 2 pages of any book ever. I was thinking about that book yesterday because it gives you a visceral feeling when you read it. It's a mantra, I think. It's a really long mantra.
Loyalty, person, best friend I've known from childhood. Definitely always been there for me. Through thick and thin, right from the beginning of my career, and he's still here now. We've been friends for almost 50 years now. You don't have to speak to them every day. You don't have to speak to them every week, every month. The loyalty is there regardless. It's unconditional.
Person. My sissy, my sister. With us, there is, no matter what happens, there is an innate connection and loyalty to each other that can withstand anything. And it makes me feel safer in the world that she's around. We don't talk all the time, but she's my sister, and I love her more than most things, and I appreciate and respect her and have seen her through her darkest moments and vice versa. So we can clearly go through everything together, and it's the best.
Project. I've been so lucky in having so many wonderful families on the productions that I've made, and this one right here, Long Bright River, the family that we built up was just wonderful. There's so much trust. Liz, Russell, Nikki, Amanda, Ashleigh, John, Matt, everybody. It felt like a family. There was a day that Amanda and I couldn't stop laughing, and I had to get out of the car and take a moment, open the door, get back in, and not look at her because we were just laughing so much.
Book. There's a book called The Poisoned Bible, which is an extraordinary meditation on all sorts of things, but really does examine a family at different points in their lives. And I think it just does such a beautiful job of capturing, it's through the women's, all the female perspectives, and it's an incredible post-colonial text. It's an extraordinary, poetic piece. The individual characters' voices are so strong and so visceral, and you see the same things from different perspectives. And it's an incredible family portrait.
Place. Oh, okay, yeah, a place. We moved to Saudi Arabia when I was 7. Those memories are very precious to me. I went back, many, many years ago, and it felt very much like home. The smells, the sounds, the sights. It really did take me back to being a child.
Movie TV show? Well, Longboat River, of course. It's all about family dynamics. I think like that is the beauty of this show, though, is that whether or not you are able to identify yourself in the experiences of the Kensington environment or the struggles of substance use, you know, it's a story about family, and everyone has one of those to some degree, whatever shape it may take, and everyone knows the joys and the challenges. A lot of our core wounds and traumas are relational, and a lot of the drive towards substance use or any other kind of coping mechanism can come from a relational wound, and it's typically born in whatever familial environment exists, not because it's anyone's fault, but just because that's how it works being a human being in an organism that is the family environment. It's really challenging.
Color. My kids change their favorite color every week, and we just created rainbow paper chains for our family dance at school because we just love rainbows in our house because they represent everybody and a changing idea of who you are and what you like, and that's okay. And I think no one color can describe any family perfectly.
Animal. What animal can I forgive? I can forgive the horse that trod on my foot during filming. It was an accident, and he wasn't really looking when I was calling him, and I was pulling him, and he just stomped right on my foot. And I was lucky that it didn't cause a fracture, but it was bruised, and it was really fucking sore for weeks. And I love horses. I absolutely adore them. I would do any project if it has a horse in it, and I wouldn't even have to read the script. So I forgive that horse for stepping on my foot. I forgive you, horse.
Project. So when I was doing Long Bright River, I started going to, I forget what, they're like cafes that you can order arts and crafts stuff instead of food. I think they're meant to be like a social thing where you like hang out with people, but I was like, do not talk to me. I am collaging. And I got really into collage, and I sit there for like 2 hours. But so I bought all this collage stuff, and I haven't done it since because my arm hurts. So I do forgive myself for all the grave side of arts and crafts projects that I've abandoned over the years.
Movie, TV show, forgiveness. Long Bright River. It represents change. It represents fear of change in a lot of ways. And I think forgiveness is a really hard thing to come by. But I think it's essential to peace. And I know I've been taught that. I know we've all been taught that forgiveness, as hard as it is the thing that will set you free. But I think more because of what we hold on to. And it's less about the other person. And I think Long Bright River represents sisterhood, a relationship about two people who are changing fast and one who's changing a little faster. And the, ability to forgive each other for the things that they've been complacent with and forgive each other for the guilt and for the resentment is going to set them on a better path. And I think it's hard to see somebody in a different light, and to allow someone to protect you when you've been told to protect them. I just think there's just siblinghood is just so complicated, especially in this story.
Yeah, a person that I want to forgive is myself. I spent some time in a mental health facility last year. They did a great job of helping me understand how I could forgive myself. It's something that I think we could all do with a bit of self-forgiveness, because we tend to get into this space where we get frustrated with the self, and we don't know why we get so frustrated with the self. And once you get to a point where you can forgive your former self and former selves, it's a really empowering place to be. Now go stream Long Bright River only on Peacock.